Welcome to today's custom-tailored deep dive. Our mission today is extracting a really profound psychological and, I guess, philosophical framework from Pastor Hujia Kwang's presentation.
Which is titled, Doing Good by Restraining Freedom.
Right. We're looking at how a modern geopolitical crisis maps perfectly onto this 2,000-year-old survival guide for Roman citizens.
Yeah, and setting the stage for this, the source material actually opens with the February 28, 2026 military strikes by the U.S. and Israel on Iranian nuclear facilities.
And we need to be absolutely clear right up front. We are strictly analytical here.
100%. We take absolutely no political sides. We remain entirely neutral, and we do not endorse any military or political viewpoints.
Exactly. We're simply conveying the facts of the source material to explain the speaker's backdrop for his presentation.
Right, so that backdrop creates this massive butterfly effect.
It really does. Iran responds by blockading the Strait of Hormuz, which is only about 30 kilometers wide, with drones.
And suddenly over in Taiwan, gas prices spiked by 5 NT dollars.
Which is a sharp, immediate hit to the local wallet.
Yeah, that feeling of sudden vulnerability at the gas pump creates a pervasive sense of living in a hostile, unpredictable world.
And that specific feeling of systemic vulnerability bridges us right back to the years AD 58 to 64.
Under Emperor Nero.
Right when he was heavily persecuting Christians and eventually scapegoating them for the Great Fire of Rome.
They're dealing with lethal fake news. Rumors that their communion rituals made them violent cannibals.
So surviving that level of societal hostility requires adopting what's called a sojourner mindset.
Which is living with the active awareness that you are a temporary resident or an outsider in the dominant culture.
And the source breaks this down into 3 dimensions.
Yeah, it's a 3-dimensional approach. First is the defensive layer, guarding against the corruption of a hostile environment.
Like a naive kid moving from the quiet town of Hualien to the neon temptations of Taipei.
Exactly, you keep your guard up. But defense isn't enough. The second dimension is belonging.
Finding a spiritual home and community so you aren't isolated.
Then it flips from defensive to proactive.
Once you have that belonging, you become the sanctuary for others who are vulnerable. You step up.
But how you step up really matters. To influence a hostile society without making things worse, you need balance.
The material uses 2 brilliant visual metaphors here. First, don't be high beams.
Right. Driving on a dark highway, blinding people with your high beams doesn't help them see. It's just obnoxious.
Weaponizing your morality to judge people has the exact same effect.
And on the flip side, don't be dead salty.
Dead salty. I love that. It's actually a direct translation of a Taiwanese idiom.
Right. Salt flavors food. But if you're so rigidly principled that you refuse to mingle with anyone different from you, you're just a bitter clump of salt.
You ruin your purpose and your ability to positively influence society because you've completely isolated yourself.
Which brings us to the everyday practice of this restraint. The source offers some great thought experiments.
Like if you're sitting in class praying over your lunch and a classmate sneaks over to steal your prized chicken leg.
Do you start praying with one eye open to guard it?
Or if a dog barks at you on the street, do you get down on all 4s and bark back?
Probably not. True wisdom is having the capacity to overlook insults.
Because barking back just lowers you to the baseline hostility of the environment.
This connects directly to the traffic light theory. Everyone wants a green light, but a system without red lights crashes.
People love the blindfolded statue of justice right up until a rule inconveniences them.
Then they're crying political persecution.
We only want the rules that benefit us in the moment.
But true power, and the core philosophy here, is restraining freedom.
Voluntarily hitting the brakes on your own personal rights for the collective good.
Understanding that the ultimate flex of strength in a hostile world isn't aggressively defending your rights at every single turn.
It's exercising self-control to create harmony.
Which leaves us with a provocative thought for you to mull over. Think about the digital spaces you inhabit daily.
If you applied this concept of restraining freedom to your social media habits,
choosing not to post that perfectly crafted cutting reply to someone you disagree with,
how might that intentional silence actually be your most powerful contribution to your community?
Something to think about. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.